This was ours. We ruled this land. We owned the night. But man rose up against us. We were overthrown. For centuries, hidden away in darkness. Tortured by thirst. Choking down dust. Starving. Until now, our hunt begins again.
This is what Zero Leg Day does. Yes. This character has never skipped shoulder day. Also, I'm very glad that I did hide that. Even though, realistically, it's actually no problem at all. You can easily get the settings to jump into the server on the Dapperdell Discord. But this game doesn't hide passwords. Passwords. Can we just normalize that when you're typing in a password to join a server, it puts in asterisks? It felt like that was a normal thing for a little while, and then it went away. Why it's gone away, I don't know. That was great. I liked that time. It felt like that was the best of times. It really did. It just felt like that was a good, honest, simple time. Full of honest, simple people. And that's why we had to hide the passwords. Aavak, you say you can find her on Discord easily, but I'm not sure where to find it. I've been looking. This is your first test. You can have no greater eldritch knowledge without first proving that you deserve it. Okay. It's the tea-drinking dapper vampire. You've convinced me, chat. Though I maintain the... I reserve the right to go back to being Castlevania Dracula at some point in the future. It's a dapire. Wow. I like it. There we are. That's perfect. All right. Okay, time to go. Create. Ktunk. Press space to wake up. Let's see. Looks where the cursor is going, so it's very... Oh, that depth of field, though. Ugh. Every time he breathes, his head goes out of focus. No. We can't have that. No. No. Depth of field be gone. Servant of the devil. After his first PvP kill, he changes. Maybe. There we go. Look at that. So much better. Oh my god. Oh, so hilarious, though. Every time he breathed, his head went out of focus. Okay. Oh, the map is not available. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Well, collect bones. Don't mind me just gathering materials, because, oh my god, we're going to need a lot. This is very much like Valheim in the fact that you're going to use so many things to build your base. Right now, it's fine, but yeah. A lot of the stream is going to be us gathering materials. I hope you're just prepared for that. This is basically Valheim with vampires, from what I'm told. So, if it is even slightly like the Valheim that I played, we are going to spend an inordinate amount of time gathering materials and then building with said materials, assuming we don't get ganked whilst trying to gather the materials. There is every possibility we might get ganked while gathering the materials. But, you know, I know that it will come from a place of love. It's basically how the Dapperlings are trying to say hello. They've just not been properly socialized, that's all. I can accept if they only know how to express their emotions through violence, as long as they have learned not to wee on the carpet. You know, one step at a time, Dapperlings. It's okay. I understand. It's very confusing. Sometimes you're just so excited you don't know what to do. Whether to stab a fool in the chest or wee on his leg. I understand. Captain Defiance, I am in fact playing on the server. We are going to be playing with the Dapperlings. I'm not sure at what point this becomes a part of the main world, I guess. But I think it might be heavily restricted while you're just in here wandering around. We on his stab chest. Now that's just getting silly. That's far too much excitement. If you're getting that excited to see me, I've got questions. Need more bones. Who am I going to party up with? It's entirely too early to be asking that question, I'm afraid. Maybe I'm just going to go solo. Hello. Thank you very much for your bones. Create a bone sword. Oh no, it unlocks a bone sword. Right. Bone sword. Crafting a bone sword. I will do it now. Can also make the Immortal King's Great Helm. Ah! I don't recommend going solo. It's going to hurt. Why will it hurt? You can't just say something like that without qualifying it. Nope. Also, I require the precious materials that these things are made of. Also, the precious materials that this thing is made of. Aavak, typing on phone. Sucks! Isn't prepared. Living up to your name, I see. The bosses in the game are very scary. There's nothing to be afraid about. They're just very misunderstood. Lonely. They're so excited at having new friends to play with, they don't know what to do, so they just start stabbing in the chest and weeing on the wound. Much like the Dapperlings, I hear. I absolutely don't need to be gathering this stuff. I absolutely shouldn't be gathering it with a sword. I don't care. Hi. Does 35, 40% physical damage. Percent of what, though? Is that percent of my, physical power? No, it couldn't be. I'm doing way too much damage for that to be the case. Also, what? Newly awakened. Ah. PvP protected. Oh, that's nice. So many things you can gain by killing bosses. Indeed, that's usually how bosses work. Especially if this is, as I've said, a lot of people have said that this is basically Valheim, but with vampires. And so I strongly imagine that if that is the case, a lot is tied behind killing bosses. Dunk. Is that automatic? Yes, it has automatic equip. That's increased my spell power. Lovely. Lovely, one might say. Dunk. Oh, wow. That is actually quite a lot of spell power increase. Hello, rotting cool. Right, killed 2 people, or rather used Shadowbolt a couple of times. Craft Bone Guard chest guard, Bone Guard leggings, Bone Guard gloves, and Bone Guard boots. I'm going to need a lot of bones. I'm also going to need animal hides, my lord. We are currently... We've got frailed blood. Now, the really interesting thing about the drinking the blood in this game is it seems that... and most things in the game are also destructible. It seems that the way you gain blood from any living creature, so you obviously can't drain blood out of a skeleton, but you can absolutely drink blood from rats, though Lestat would not recommend it, and Claudia would probably guffaw at it a little bit, and Louis would feel a little bit embarrassed, but you know, it's fine. Louis was dealing with things. It was a rough time being a vampire, cursed with humanity. Nevertheless, though, you can drink blood from rats, but it's no better than the kind of blood stat that you have after freshly respawning, and that is frailed. It has no particular qualities or benefits. However, if you drink blood from another creature other than a rat, then you can get much better bloods, and those bloods can give you stats based on their quality level. It is not a cumulative thing. This is one thing that I learned very quickly in the quick test run I did just prior to streaming. I initially thought it was cumulative just because every time I killed a creature, it just happened to be a higher quality of blood. But I very quickly realized, oh, wait, no, that's not the case. When I lost something like an 80% quality to a 3% quality, I was like, what? Do, like, wolves and deers just not count or something? But no, it was because the quality just, it overwrites. It doesn't stack. But it was all okay, because promptly following that, I found a 100 quality deer who was already half dead from a wolf attacking it, so I was able to just immediately top up with 100 quality creature blood. I immediately didn't appreciate how dangerous sunlight was, because I had such a high resistance to it, and immediately almost died when I switched over to a brawler type of blood. None of this makes any sense to anyone who hasn't played the game. Just understand that I was very confused when the sunlight suddenly started kicking my ass, when up until that point I'd just been casually walking around in the day and just felt like I needed a little bit of extra sunblock. I was much confused. Okay, let's have a look. I can now make you and you, but I'm going to need animal hide for the rest of it. I can't 100% turn my rat into healing. Now this, a salve that recovers 2.5% of your maximum health every 1.5 seconds for 15 seconds. The healing effect is limited when in combat and breaks upon taking damage. But it's one of the only ways to heal, as far as I'm aware, whilst in combat. Have I really got no map at all? My lord. I need more bones. And hither. Wow, that is actually quite strong now. I appreciate it. Oh, hi. You scallywags. Trying to sneak up on me, I see. Whoop. Nope. Thank you. Also, crossbow scallywags. What the heck? They've baited me into a disadvantageous engagement. Disapprove. They are scallywags, in fact. Oh my god, I've not gotten the Apico penchant for puns out of my system yet. I'm so sorry. Ouch, I took damage. Twice. I feel very ashamed. It's because I was hurting so much from having punned. It is daytime. That is not great. That's really actually not great. But it looks like we're safe down here. Hooray. Also, I'm not using my sword for some reason. There we go. Why is Aavak just using his fist? Intentionally, just to show how those scallywags didn't deserve death by sword. That's far too good of a death for them. No, they got to die by my fists. That's why that happened, and the only reason it happened. And no one can prove otherwise. Yes. Alright, so now I choose a location where to start. Okay, so one of the other things, I'm just going to get out there. Ooh, what's that? Is that yet to come, maybe? Ooh. But the world map is sculpted. This is not a procedural map. 7 Days to Path of Exile Vampire Edition, yes. Sometimes you just have to claw someone's face off. Especially when they don't have a face and it's just their skull. Swing, swing, yeah! Swing, swing, yeah! Yeah, no, Hickson, that is... it gets tiring very quickly. Thankfully, it isn't too difficult to... You little shit. Absolutely uncalled for. I was looking at chat. Rude. I was sure that turning on streamer mode meant that the enemies wouldn't attack me when I was talking to chat. I mean, that's the obvious thing you would need for a streamer mode. But apparently no. But we get to choose one or two locations. I have no idea. There's probably going to be bunches of people already started their castles. There's some very choice locations around here, I'm going to be honest. But we'll go this side. Don't go. Okay, have we got a proper map now? Oh, okay. So it doesn't just let you know where people have set up. That's actually kind of cool. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Also, I do actually wear the things I make, which is nice. Very good, in fact. Whoop. Hello. Sorprende. Ow, you had a friend. I didn't check. That was my fault. It takes so long to cast that spell, though. Oof. Hello, beautiful country. Hello, rat. I shall have you. I kind of need some blood, though. So, don't mind me. I'll just eat all three of you. The first thing I hear is Aavak saying, "You little shit." I got a good chuckle out of me. I'm glad. Oh, no. Granny is here. Hello, hello, hello. Bernhard Uchten. That is glorious. Do the granny again. Oh my lord, they've all... Hello. Everyone is here to say hi. Oh, I was See, I'm gonna get trapped with this so many times. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the fact that I look where my mouse is instead of where my wassading is. But, are you brothers? Has one just had a bit of a harder life than the other one? I feel there is a decided similarity. Oh, my lord. Clan Bansith will pay for your mirrors if you never take that long again. Oh, come on. This is me, Perpetual Cowlick. Get used to this. It's gonna be like the Final Fantasy XIV Dapperling, just massive line dancing conventions whenever I was taking any kind of cutscene or anything. Streamer mode turns off global chat. I kind of guessed that probably would be the case because of, well, I mean, you know, the obvious things that streamers have had issues with in the past. Whoop. Ouch. We are responsible not only for what we say and we show our viewers, we're responsible for what other people say and what other people show our viewers. So, you know, it is a thing. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so what's happening here is they are sharing some of their blood. That is super useful. Thank you so much, Perpetual Cowlick. See? PvP is on, but the Dapperlings are dapper, as always. So that has allowed me to switch from the basic no bonus blood to a 13% quality creature blood. Every type of blood has a different bonus to it. And each, like, a different bonus tree, if you like. Oh, you know how we were talking about let's normalize hiding passwords? Can we also normalize being able to lock a tooltip pop-up? I'm sorry, but Crusader Kings 3 has ruined me for every other game forever because of that. Every other game forever. The fact I can just middle mouse click on a tooltip and anchor it to the screen so I can move my mouse over it and show people what I'm talking about rather than having to describe what it is on the screen. But yeah, like each type of blood, so this is creature blood, has a different like progress tree from tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Though, as far as I'm aware, 5 is always boosts all other effects by 30%. But to get that, you need a quality 100 blood, which apparently is not easy to come by. So, yeah, it's definitely something we need to have a look into. But this is going to be pretty fun, I think. Yeah, no, by all means, follow along. You know, when everyone was always comparing this to Valheim, there was a part of me that was always wondering if the trees were going to mess us up. Those are low-quality creatures. Though I do need the leather, so I will hunt them down. Nope, come back, you. Whoop. Come back! Thank you. Ouch. I'm not as capable of killing you quickly as I once was. Thank you very much for the animal hides and the bones, of course. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's a good point. We're going to have to be aware of the fact that we can... Okay, so the other Dapperlings here can probably answer this. Hey, Belial, how you doing, buddy? Can people accidentally do damage to each other? Like, is... Obviously, this is a PvP server. Is PvP basically friendly fire on anyone but your clanmate? Or is it also friendly fire on everyone, including your clanmate? Oh, Belial, come back. Belial is running off to pee behind a tree. Everyone but clan members. Okay, that's super useful to know. So if you are trying to be helpful and someone seems like they're struggling, be very careful in how you are helpful to them. You've just charged straight in and suddenly your attempt to kill the thing that's killing them kills them a little bit faster. Probably would be definitely something that the Dapperlings would accidentally, possibly on purpose, do occasionally. Right, let's go ahead and grab these. We've got a decent amount of bones. All right. I'm assuming that you have to basically be on top of a person's castle to see that it is that person's castle. Would that be correct? Yep. Okay, that's cool. I'm getting to grips with how all of this is going. Right, we're going to be... Oh, sorry. We're going to be able to make bone axes now, so let me quickly throw that together. Tunk. That'll take a little while. Bone axes, like, right now, every type of weapon has, as far as I'm aware, something it's good at that isn't necessarily weapons. So, for example, swords are actually good at taking out vegetation and thickets. Axes, obviously, good at taking out trees. Maces are for taking out stone. Spears are for hunting creatures as much as I am aware. I could be wrong about that one, though. And there's probably other ones. There's probably at least one that is particularly good at killing bandits, because, you know, of course it is. I've got to cut down some trees. I'm loving seeing some of the higher level spells. Now, this server has been up for 2 or 3 days, is that correct? Just a few. Yeah, it's only been a couple of days. We've now got a mace. Let's go ahead and make that. Now, there are a bunch of things. Okay, so, chat, one thing I want to show you. Much like a lot of games where you're going to be carrying around a lot of inventory, gut bins, and grinding loot in order to build your base, because you're going to do that a lot. Compulsively count. This is how you stack items into a container that already has an item. I love it. I love that so much. The subtle nods to vampiric lore throughout this game are chef's kiss. 11 out of 10. We don't merely stack items into containers. We must compulsively count those items. It is so good. That counting law, so many people forget. No, absolutely, yeah, no, it's I was geeking out about it to one of my friends earlier, and they were like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, because vampires compulsively count." They were like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, does this make me a geek? Am I a nerd?" I might be. I might be a vampire nerd, chat. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I've got to smash some rock pieces. Tell us more vampire lore. Okay, well the other thing is, if you pick up like silver items, you start taking damage. Because silver is holy. Interestingly, you know, a lot of people think, oh, vampires don't have a reflection. And this is more clear in modernizations of vampire lore. Like I've seen one where someone didn't have a reflection in the black mirror of a smartphone. Why? The only reason they didn't reflect in mirrors in ye olde times is because mirrors were silver backed, and silver is holy. A vampire didn't have a reflection in a mirror because it was silver. If the mirror was made out of gold, they would have reflected perfectly fine. If there was just a dark room on the other side of a pane of glass and a strong light beside the vampire, they would have reflected fine in the window. It was the silver that didn't reflect them. Nothing else did. It was the silver that wasn't reflecting them. So many people don't know that one. We can cross running water as a car. I was really hopeful that we couldn't, but you can't move into any kind of water body. You can't swim, but you can cross streams of running water. And I kind of felt, oh, hello. That is a little bit of a worry one. I am 100% a million years too young to be able to try and take that on. But yeah, you can actually cross running water. I was a little bit sad about that one. And you can do home invasion as well. You don't need to be invited, apparently, says Minnie Murgle. That is also a little bit of a sad one. But there we are. Right, so I summoned the heart of my domain. From this location, I shall rebuild my castle and rise to my former glory. So I can go and construct a castle heart. Is there anything else I need to make first? No, there is not. I think I have made... Yes, okay. Well, time to start roaming around, having a quick peek at the various locations where people can build castles, or where people might want to build castles, and also, you know, looting all of the things that the treants have killed along the way. Look, if you want to have a little bit of extra safety, build your home where golems and treants live. They will protect you. They won't be doing it intentionally, but they will totally make it a pain in the ass for someone to raid you. How's the Perpetual Cowlick doing? See? Perpetual Cowlick is hopelessly strong compared to me. But the Treant is I mean, you know, it's going down. They're definitely gonna win. But the Treant is gonna be a pain in the backside while he's doing it. So yes, very much live where nature is going to mess with people. That is my tip to you. Why do all of the heavy lifting yourself when you can get Mother Nature to do it for you? Mother Nature has got even more impressive shoulders than we do, And that's quite impressive in and of itself. Our traps may be legendary. Mother Nature's traps are mythological. Hello, Stone Golem. Don't mind me. I'm just going to say hello to the moose. I may have done a silly. I have no exit. This may actually be a decent place to put a castle. I think I might put a ring on it. No, thank you. You come on down here. Yeah, Vamplore, you can't enter an abode if not invited. Like old school Vamplore. Thank you very much. Boop, 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 boop. I'm totally going to make this my home. Unless, well, I mean, we could go and have a look at other places, but this is a decent one. Also, the nice thing about this, it's fairly close to new players, so I could absolutely help out a little bit. Have some early game items if they needed some restock of gear if they die, because they'll probably respawn here until they've got a better respawn location. So I could have like a couple of chests. I don't know if you can make public chests. Is it possible to make public chests? Because if so, I could have like a public chest of just gear that they could grab to keep them going. Let's have a look. Any decent foods here? Uh-oh, that golem. That golem's actually going down. Perpetual Cowlick is having a bit of a run for their money as well. Okay, let's get out of the way, because that thing is going to hurt. And I can do nothing to help. I would not even tickle that golem. I think it would be offended if I tried. Who else we got here? Oh, we got a poacher. A scallywag has decided to come and play. I'm just, you know, watching the fight. It's very entertaining engagement. Let's have a quick look. I mean, there's another spot over here, but it's got 2 access points. Well, actually, that might not be terribly bad. See, this one's got 1 access point, and then 3. This one's got 1, 1, 2. I don't know how big a castle could become. Actually, that's a good point. How big can a castle become? Whoop, 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 whoop. Insanely large. Oh, well, in that case, let's go and have a little peek. I would like to make it relatively close to where people spawn, though. Look. I've got a monocle. And I put as much effort into styling my hair as I put into styling my beard. I am clearly a very dapper vampire. Oh, bollocks. I may have spent a little bit too much time faffing around. Oh, castles are public if you don't lock them. Oh, that's super cool. So I could make, like, part of my castle public and part of it not. Whoop, 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 whoop. The shadows in this game are super awesome, by the way. And you have to duck between the shadows to avoid being cooked alive. You know, you don't instantly combust. You have to spend some time. Let me quickly demonstrate. I hope this doesn't kill me. Too fast, anyway. And... oh! A cloud just went past. Okay, Perpetual Cowlick showed it for me. There we go. So what was happening there is... basically, it builds up, and then it starts ramping damage on you. You will die crazy quick. Which is why the creature amount is so good. Because it has increased sun resistance rating, which is quite nice. But we're out and about in the sun. Hello, Kira. Oh, hello. They've got Creature 21. Right. Let's have a continual peek around. See what lives down here. Again, as a place that spawns Ents or Golems is just a good place to live. Because, as far as I'm aware, they're not going to mess with your castle. But they will absolutely ruin the lives of anyone outside your castle. Not necessarily players, but they will definitely mess with like creatures roaming around that just aggro them. And as a result, they will constantly be collecting material for you. Hello. Wolf 2. Wolf creature 10. It's not as good as my stuff. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Stay in the shadows. I do not have a long-range weapon. Cowlick is finishing someone off. Now again, the thing with creature blood, or any blood really, if you drink... Oh, that's going to hurt me. Oh, yeah, someone else is going for it. That's fine. If you drink from blood that is lower quality than your own, you'll replace your own. So I'm trying not to, but oh, my blood is actually incredibly low. Okay, I'm going to need something to eat. I think that might be the effect going on right now. Oh, thank you so much, buddy. It's maybe in the sun, though, so I might start burning, but... Dunk. Cheers, mate. Ah! Okay. Whew. Just waiting for him to stumble into heavy stuff. They can break your stuff. One tried to break Leaf's bench. What was that saying? Retro Cowlick is an old granny. But yeah, no, I seriously appreciate it. And this is what we mean. The server is PvP, but just because it's PvP doesn't mean that you have to be aggressive to everyone you see. That's not the Dapperling way. It'll be fun to have big old scuffles and duels and stuff like that. And that's a big part of the reason why we want PvP to be on. But, you know, it is still a Dapperling server. 21% creature there. Ooh. Ouch, ouch. Oh, no, come back here, you scoundrel. Ooh, that was close. Now, the sun timer resets quite aggressively. I will try and hit these, but I'm not going to go for them. I don't need the blood. From these ones, anyway. Maybe I should, actually. Because my blood amount is... you know what? Sure, I'm going to go for it. When you drink from a creature... Obviously, when Perpetual Cowlick was sharing their blood, I only took a portion of it. But when you feed from a creature, you will fill entirely. So it's super useful. Yeah. As I was just explaining there. Quality over quantity to begin with. Whomp. Yoink. I am such a hoarder. I will literally risk burning my face off in order to pick up some extra leather. I am built for grindy games. Ooh. Thank you. You will... As you play, especially as you get a little bit further on, things like lumber and stone, you're going to collect passively as you're moving around, and you will often have a full inventory of crap that you don't want. You would much rather it be something useful. So I am absolutely not going to turn up lumber and stone, which to me is kind of valuable right now, but to someone else is actually weighing them down. But yeah, this place looks kind of good. I think I might aim to build a castle around here. Ooh, a bear. Now then. It's only creature 2%. See, the level of the bear means nothing. That's just how hard of a fight it's going to be. It doesn't mean anything for the quality. I guess we're kind of close enough at this point to have seen that there was to be a castle here. So I think, sure, I'll grab this whole area. I think this is nice. There is a waterfall over there, yeah. I'll go and have a quick look at it. Okay, so anyone else who's playing the game at the moment, is it wigging you out a little bit? You don't have a run, that you're always just kind of walking. I'm just going around just to see the ruins around here. That is to say, because we walked here and Kira was already here. Kira, you already staked a claim to this point, because if you had, assuming you can actually hear me on chat, But if you were going to stake a claim to this place, because the bay is now sleeping, we can walk around, then that's absolutely fine. Oh, you were wandering, that's cool. Then I will go ahead and claim this top section. Can you press M? I wonder if this location... where it is. Oh, yeah, sure. This is just next to the west Farbane Woods. Just by the place you pop out. Yeah, I think this will be lovely. Multi-level castles. They're so the style at the moment. There we go. Alright. So I guess this is going to be where we start off. Alright, so first I need to... Oh, can I not? Requires a connected castle. Oh, have I got to do the castle heart first? Ah, right, I do. Okay, I need to go and murderize a bear to get some blood essence. I don't quite have enough blood essence yet to lay down the castle heart, but that shouldn't be too hard to do. FK, don't murk me. I mean, I can't. I couldn't if I wanted to. I've got 23 minutes before I can participate in PvP. But of course I wouldn't. Man, the amount of times that I've played games with PvP on, I think this is more some of the earlier games, the collab games I played. Oh, there we are. You've woken up. With friends, and we have encountered someone who is clearly AFK, and I've been like, oh, well, you know, I've already engaged a little bit, but there's no point in finishing them off. They're not there. I've had comments that are like, oh my god, do you know the stuff they were carrying? That would have been so good. And it's like, yeah, but they probably lost connection. You know how annoyed I would be if I lost connection and someone just murdered me? That's not dapper. There's no victory in that. It's like the Jem'Hadar fighting against Wolf. At a certain point, you just have to accept you can only kill this person, but you cannot defeat them. And there's no desire for that. There's no honor to be found in that battle. That should give me enough. Yeah, 38, and I believe I only needed 30. Yep. AFK, free loot box. Oh dear. Hey, how has this game been? I've been thinking about asking my friends to get it and play. Well, I've played it a little bit in solo just to see whether it would record, etc., etc. Okay. 70% buildable space near this location, but I do requires ground. Have I got to clear it? I probably do. So let's start doing that. I'm assuming I can build it up here. It's like begging to have a castle on top. Oh, well, you know, if I'm drinking coffee, then all bets are off. I'm sorry, but it's not my fault that you're weak and needed to sleep, or your connection was weak and you were weak for having a weak connection. Because a strong person wouldn't have a weak connection. They would be plugged directly into the matrix. This is why I drink tea. Yeah, Vampire is so good. It wasn't even on my radar. It was on mine because I've seen a load of other creators playing it. But at the same time, I was basically sleeping on it. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. It's the name. Why can't I build it there? Requires ground. Oh no, I was having loads of fun playing solo. Chat, can you help me? Got to break the ruins as well. Okay, well, I'll try and do that. It's a shame because I kind of want the ruins. Because the top corner... Oh. Right, okay, that's a shame. Right, I see. I see. What about down here? Is it the same down here? Oh, well, that's significantly less awesome. Not gonna lie. Well, I could still put things up there if I built the heart further back and then built up, but I was kind of liking the idea of just building up. You know what, though? Let's go and build it at the back. Though, if I build it at the back, it's going to take me a lot longer to build out. Okay, so here's a question for anyone who's been playing the game for a while. Is it better to build the dungeon heart, like, you know, up front? And then, you know, be closer to building up, but the dungeon heart is a little bit more easily accessible? Or build it at the back and then have to spend an inordinate amount of, like, expanding my borders to get up there? Upgrading the borders isn't hard. Okay, that's not too bad then.